Hi, it's How's everyone doing? I'm here today to talk to you about Lyric Woman by Amouage. Really getting into this brand recently, tried quite a few. They're an Arabian perfume house. They are very high-end, very prestigious, and they have prices to match. I will start by saying that. So, Lyric Woman, I've tried a few of their fragrances. I've liked some, hated some. A lot of them are hit or miss, but there's no denying that they know how to craft a really good fragrance. I'm not going to lie when I say that. This is one of the ones that I was most excited to try. I've tried quite a few, and I will probably buy more as well. But I actually purchased this one. I went the whole hog and got it. So it's Lyric. This one is an Oriental Floral. It came out in 2008, and it's based around a kind of incensey rose kind of feel. It's on the softer side of their spectrum. They have some crazy incense ones and oudi type ones and brash florals. This one is a really kind of I describe it as being exquisite. It's an absolutely exquisite fragrance. So let me read you what it says on their website about it. It says, beyond the transient beauty and purity of Lyric lingers a poignant song without a beginning and an end. Inspired by the rose, Lyric is a floral oriental fragrance suspended in time with a mythical melody. Yeah. Exquisite, absolutely beautiful, so well crafted and just stunning. So I actually bought it so I can show you the box. Let's show you the little packaging. So as you can see, yeah, it's really nice. They really do package their fragrances really well. They come in these really nice heavy boxes, thick velvet inside. It's actually smaller than I thought. I've looked at pictures and I thought the bottle was going to be bigger, but it's actually quite a little dumpy thing. It's got a magnetic lid, it's got a kind of crystal on the top, and it just feels really heavy and nice in your hand. It's really lovely. And yeah, I will say that these have been reformulated. I have to say it for your information. The older ones didn't have magnetic lids as far as I can tell. The older one of this used to have a red lid, but I've got the new one with the grey magnetic lid. It's really, really very nice. So, come back. So yeah, here it is in my hand. So let's talk about the notes, just while I spray it on my hand. Ooh, woo, I do like that sound. Okay, so yeah, the top notes are bergamot, spicy cardamom, cinnamon and ginger. The heart notes are rose, of course, it's what the fragrance is kind of centred around. Angelica, jasmine, ylang-ylang, geranium and orris, / iris, it's sometimes called as well. And then the base notes are oak moss, musk, wood, no, that is, patchouli, vetiver, sandalwood, vanilla, tonka bean and frankincense. So, this one is kind of surprising. I was expecting something much heavier, much more in your face and much more just bold, I guess. And what you actually get when you smell it at first, and I've been wearing this quite a lot recently because I really wanted to get into the feel of it, is it's different from when I spray it here on my neck and just let it waft to if I smell it up close. I will say that as well. It opens with a really refined green citrus kind of smell. Every single note in this is done with a subtlety and a finesse that is really hard to describe. It's so well crafted and well blended that everything is just so. So you do get a kind of green citrusiness when you smell it up close, but when you smell it wafting, when you first spray it on, it really is very soft. I don't really smell the citruses when it's in the air. I get a massive amount of orris from this, and the softer notes are what's prominent, as opposed to anything in it that might be heavy that I'm looking at, like vetiver and patchouli, etc. So it starts out actually quite powdery. It feels to me it's got that really strong orris / iris feel. It feels a little bit makeup-y. You've got a soft powdery rose there. Sandalwood makes it really soft too. And I also think that it feels like a really distant cousin of Samsara, which is probably why I love it. Think Samsara, but dialed down about 50 notches. Take the strong jasmine out and replace it with a really soft rose, and then a gorgeous sandalwood as well. Samsara has sandalwood in it as well, but this is a dialed down, subtle sandalwood. So that's what it smells like to me. It feels a bit makeup-y and soft at first. Absolutely stunning, it really is. they've got their name for, you know, a good reason. They really do know how to make just a stunning perfume. It's so pretty. Yeah, so you can smell the citruses here. You can smell them there. It's like a kind of green tinged, kind of gingery, cardamom, almost limey kind of smell, but only a little bit. There's everything else is kind of there at the same time. It's a lot. It's really a lot. So it stays like that for quite a while. The incense that comes in is, again, dialed down. It's just a touch. Like I said, everything's done with just that bit of finesse. Everything is blended. Everything's there, all kind of balanced out. This is how you make a balanced fragrance. It gives you everything at once without being loud, and that's why it gets top marks for me. God, it's really like an oil on my skin right there. Whew. There's a tiny hint of darkness in it. It's coming from the patchouli and the vetiver and the incense in this, but it's just a touch. This is meant to be, it feels like it's meant to be understated and just subtle and just really gorgeous, and hello, I'm here. Sniff me and love it kind of smell. It's for, I can imagine a very soft burlesque dancer wearing this, or an Arabian princess that's wearing just a flowy gown or some crap like that. You know, it just brings images to my mind. Kind of the same way that Samsara does, I guess. But yeah, really, really nice. The wet stages and the drying stages are my favourite. It feels one-noted, although everything's just there. It's really hard to describe. But it's overall, to me, kind of makeup-y smelling and soft. Ethereal almost, but with a slight nod to something dark from this incense and stuff like that. But it's not like you've lit an incense stick or you're in a church. It's not that kind of incense. It is, like I said, understated, and it's a whisper. You know it's there, but it's not in your face. There is one downside to this, unfortunately. It does become a skin scent quite quickly, and I know Amouage are kind of known for their longevity, but this one, unfortunately for me, doesn't last that long. It doesn't disappear after a while, but it does go close to the skin very quickly, which is kind of a shame considering the price tag. You know, it's a hefty price tag on this fragrance, but yeah, and this is the 100ml one as well. Well done, Tom. Yeah, so it's, unfortunately, it does dry down to a skin scent quite quickly. You do get this powderiness still. You do get the soft kind of iris, rosy, slightly incense feel to it. But when it starts to really dry, it loses all of that, unfortunately. And the dry down is my least favourite part, which is unfortunate. But you know, you can always spray more on. The dry down, I think, is more masculine smelling. This is where you start to see the patchouli and the vetiver come through. The rose kind of disappears. The makeup kind of feel to it disappears, and it gets a bit rougher. It gets a bit more masculine, and a little bit, it's probably less interesting, I think, and not the wow that it was when you first spray it on. This is just my opinion, by the way. It feels a bit more resinous when it's dry as well. You can feel it's just a little bit more rough, resinous, almost green patchouli-ish kind of smell, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting out of this. Tonka I don't really feel, because it's not smooth, it's not almondy in any way. And oak moss, thankfully, I don't smell either, but it's definitely pleasant anyway. I've smelled some horrendous things by Amouage, I'm not going to lie. Interlude, I'm looking at you, the blue one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's about 4 hours on me, smelling gorgeous how it does, and that's when it starts to peter out, which is, like I said, a big shame. But yeah, it's on my wrist here. It's just a breath, a faint whisper of what it was before. Yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, that's my review of Amouage Lyric. I could stand here forever. There's been a lot said about it, and everyone gets something different from this. I've read reviews that have said it's this, it's that, it's a dark incense rose, but I don't get that at all. I get a soft, almost ethereal kind of rose makeup out of this, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. So, much more know, click my logo to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. Goodbye, and I want to spray more on because it's just so lovely.